Hi, I'm Alan Richardson. I'm standing here at Trinity Valley Softball's Cardinal Fields, and I'm standing here with assistant coach Amber Kavakar of the team. And now what I'm really interested about her is that she's working on her master's project specifically in college recruiting. She's done questionnaires with some of the top schools around the country. So let's listen to what she has to say. So tell me, Amber, why did you choose that as a thesis for your master's?
Well, as a new coach, I've been to a lot of coaching clinics and talked to a lot of elite coaches, and they always go back to recruiting as one of the most vital tools in building a successful program. So I chose to look at the 50 top active, most winningest Division I softball coaches as a base and ask them different questions about how they recruit, what kind of stats they look at, why do they look at this, and what are the necessities to build the best recruiting program.
Asking these questions to these D1 coaches, what did you learn about age of kids that coaches are looking for, and when should they start looking for a home school, and or when are the coaches looking at the kids?
Coaches are looking earlier and earlier these days. It starts in 8th grade now, so my suggestion to athletes is if you know that you want to play in college, start making a video, start making contacts, contact your schools that you're interested in, because the sooner you apply to them, the sooner that you get their attention, they'll put you on their list and they'll start looking. If you wait too long, maybe till your sophomore or junior year, you may have missed an opportunity with that school. They may have already signed their class, which is most likely the case at the big schools.
Wow, and you just spent the weekend with a D1 coach.
Yes.
And what did he say about the years of kids that he's signed already?
Well, they've already signed their 2011 class, and they're about to start signing their 2012 class. And if you don't know, we're about to go into our 2010 year. And as a junior college program, we have kids that we're looking at for our next year, but we have not signed for the next 2 years out. But most big 4-year Division I's already have, and looking at 2012s, so that means they're looking at freshmen right now.
That's amazing. So really, there's, no matter what point in the game you're in, I mean, if you're looking for a D1 school, 8th, 9th grade, if you're looking for towards the junior year, it's next year. But just recently, you and I were talking, and you had a player that fell out, that actually transferred to a different school, and so you were looking for a graduate that just graduated for a class for a month away to start playing. And was that a scholarship opportunity that you found?
We did have a scholarship opportunity. Our player wanted to go to a 4-year, which is fine. We're a 2-year program, so she decided that was better for her. And we did have a scholarship for her spot, so we conducted a tryout, and we had people coming around the local area. And having a video is really helpful because we can have those players send us a video, and then we'll contact them further if we want them to come. They also have showcases, which is really helpful, where players can wear wristbands, and we can go and scout and see who's left over.
When you're looking at a video, and from your experience as well as from all these colleges, these coaches that you were interviewing, tell me what they should have in a video. What have you heard and learned from that? Right.
Well, the main thing is to highlight what you're good at. You want the coaches to get a feel for what you excel best at, and it shouldn't be very long, 2 to 3 minutes. You know, show them that you're athletic. Show them about 5 to 10 cuts. You know, show them you can bunt. Bunting's an easy skill to teach, so that's not as necessary as a throwing or showing them your range or your speed. Whatever is best for you, you need to highlight that for the program that you want to attend to.
And is that something that, does it matter if it's actual gameplay, or can Susie go up there and take a few shots with Dad with the video camera?
Right.
I mean, what's best? What do you like to see?
Well, game footage is always usually the best because but it's always showing highlights only, so it's a hit or miss. We like to prefer, set up a 2 to 3 minute with Dad. You can do it off a live picture or a batting machine. We're just really looking for, are they athletic? What is their fundamentals? What are their mechanics? Are they fast? Do they have power? Do they have speed? And things like that.
Gotcha. But you've got some schools are specifically, as you're explaining to me, they're a defensive program, while other schools are focusing on an offensive program. So if I'm a weak batter, I may not get looked at by this school. But if I'm showing all of my defensive skills, then there's another range of schools that are interested.
Right.
Or am I saying that right?
Yes. Whatever you're good at, there'll be a spot for you in the college system. And it changes from year to year with different coaches needing different things for their program. One year they might need pitching. One year they might really need hitting.
Makes sense.
And whatever you're best at, you send them to everybody that you want to go to.
2 to 3 minutes. That's it.
Exactly.
And do you want to get to know the kid at all? Do you want them to say, "Hey, my name's"?
Not very long. Maybe maybe 10, 15 seconds. It's
gotcha.
Everyone, we all know they're all good
GPA,
kids.
tell us,
yes.
you know, if you want to put it in there, but make sure that information's there when you're contacting you guys.
Yes.
How important is that to you guys? GPA, SAT scores?
I mean, it's very important. I mean, the higher the better the kid is in school, the better chance they have of getting recruited. And that's because they can get either, if we don't have enough athletic money, we can give them an academic scholarship. And if they want to play at big name schools such as Stanford or, you know, whatnot, Harvard, they have stricter guidelines that you have to meet before you can get accepted. So it really doesn't matter how good of an athlete you are if you cannot produce in the classroom as well.
That's awesome. That's good to know. So kids study. Tell me about, with your program, and I know this is a new program, what do you have available as far as scholarships go? I mean, this is a your 2 years program. I don't know if this is normal or not, but tell me what you guys have to attract students.
Our program's pretty wealthy. We have 12 full scholarships and 12 half scholarships. So
that's amazing.
I mean, that is that's 24 scholarships total, and you know, we're lucky in that sense that we have such a strong recruiting budget to go from. I know schools that have about 12 scholarships, 6 fulls and maybe 6 partials, and it's very difficult for them to recruit kids. So obviously the more money that we can offer, the more willing the parents are to send their kids away to such a, you know, faraway institution, or willing to invest in us because they know that they're getting the best that they can.
Awesome. Now tell me, I know this being a junior college and you're in a small community, tell me about walk-ons and what happens there, if you even have any.
We do have walk-ons. We have 4 walk-ons this year, and we like to recruit some of the local talent if they want to come out and help. I know at bigger universities, I've talked to some coaches where walk-ons are only a BP pitcher, or you know, but the thing is, they get to be part of the team. They get to work hard. They get to are often the ones that show the most effort and determination, and that's something that we like to have to motivate our other athletes as well. And they do play a huge role. So I think they're a great part. And I think, you know, if they usually live on campus or they live in an apartment nearby, so they're paying for everything. So, you know, it's a real honor to have them on our team.
That's awesome. Well, Amber, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you for coming out, and appreciate y'all.